atmosphere. All you hip-hops are in for a treat, cause Santa Claus is on Beach Street.
Ho, 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 ho. Ho, ho, ho. Open up your door. I'm Santa Claus, and guess what, y'all? I got something to show. I came to bring some Christmas spirit. I got a big bag now, guess what's in it? Something for the rich and something for the poor. So Merry Christmas and ho ho ho.
Ho ho ho, Merry Christmas my foot. I'ma tell you what Santa really put under my so-called tree, but in reality look like nothing but a decorated pole to me.
Man, you talk about a tree, it makes me wonder, cause I never had a tree to put anything under. If I ever did look up and get a tree, there was never anything under it for me.
Man, y'all should be glad that I didn't quit, cause I'm getting too old for this Santa Claus shit. Y'all think I'm getting presents made for free? I gotta pay them Mel's, and ain't nobody paying me.
You big fat whale, you might as well quit, cause I can name 100 presents that I didn't get. And if I did get a present, it'd be a hand-me-down. Yo, I got this for Christmas, now how that sound?
It sounds good to me, cause I'm about to freeze. You wanna see something? Look at the bottom of these. Me and my brothers can't go out at the same time, cause the coat that's theirs is the coat that's mine.
Man, I know one thing, y'all better get off my neck and wait till you get your welfare check. Go on down to the office and stand on the line. Better hurry up, see, I got mine.
Jingle, jangle, jingle for the Pope. And once he gets your welfare check,
y'all can kiss my mistletoe. Ho, ho, ho. Ho, ho, ho.
That's why the presents keep getting mixed up, cause year after year you keep fucking up. And now I know why, cause you're always drunk. Instead of G.I. Joe, you send me this junk.
that ain't a G.I. Joe, that's a G.I. jerk with a kung fu grip that don't even work. So all I did was just put him away, cause my G.I. Joe looked G.I. gay.
That's why you don't get presents now, cause you're just in grades. G.I. Joe's gay, what difference does it make? After all, he's just a doll, ain't too much he can do. If you ask me, boy, I ain't too sure about you.
Listen, Blodo, with your big fat suit, next time say no, don't send no substitute. Because I asked you for a beatbox and you know what I got? Dougie Fresh, you know that kid from down the block?
We must admit, Dougie Fresh is good and made a perfect fit. He's the only reason why we weren't totally mad. Without Dougie, our Christmas would have been really sad. We'll sing Silent Night and Jingle Bells and all those Christmas rhymes, cause nobody gives a shit about the rainy and hard times. You just jingle and jangle and hang out with the Pope. And when you get your welfare check, you might rain and vibes go.
Dougie Fresh and Magnificent Force and head on out the door and leave these party people singing jingle jangle for the pole. Sing!
Jingle, jangle, a jingle jangle with the pole. Jingle, jangle, jingle with the pole. Jingle, jangle, jingle with the pole.
All right, you people, get ready to cheer for the...
No more fat.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is the Christmas special.
I like crack.
Ho, 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 ho. Happy holidays, wherever you celebrate.
Merry Christmas, guys.
I don't like holidays.
And I like Halloween and Labor Day.
Yeah.
I like Halloween. That's it. But people don't consider it a holiday. I do.
It is holiday.
Nah, it's not a holiday. Because I hate holidays. It's a night. It's just a day of specialness. That's
Look,
it.
It happens all the time. All the time.
Anyway,
you gotta love wrapping them gifts, paying thousands of dollars,
oh my God,
and then just giving people matches for Christmas. So it's great. $1,000 worth of matches. You never know what.
All right, go on. Continue on.
Anyways,
we have a serious discussion at hand.
really serious. You know how we do it here. We do things raw and unfiltered, baby. So we got a really raw and great subject.
Say the way I like my coffee. unfiltered
Raw, not filtered. Okay.
and raw. I just
napkins.
I just eat coffee beans.
I was gonna say just drinking coffee beans. Well, I'm going to turn the mic over to my man Dyson over here.
Moki-san.
What is up, you beautiful pieces of beautiful? Okay, so our topic of discussion today is going to be ghosting. Now, for those of you who don't know what ghosting is, that is when you attend a convention and you don't plan on buying a badge, but you still plan on attempting to access areas where a badge is required. Now, over the weekend, it was brought to our attention that someone was forced to buy a badge against the will at a cough con. And there's people going back and forth about whether or not they were in the wrong. Now, here's the thing. In order to be ghosting a convention, you have to actively be trying to get into, like we said, badge-only areas. You're trying to go to the rave. You're trying to get into the game room. You're trying to go to panels. You're trying to actually go to the convention without paying.
Right.
Now, more than half the time, people are just lingering around the hotel lobbies, talking to their friends, People they're guests of the hotel, and even if you aren't a guest of the hotel, it's no different from, say, if you had a relative staying at the hotel and you went there to visit them, you guys would either be in the room or you'd be in the lobby, hanging around, talking. There's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. And the issue is with the people who don't know the difference between just being at the hotel and trying to ghost the con. Because last time I checked, most of the convention takes place at the convention center itself. You're not trying to, you don't go to a hotel like, oh man, I'm about to go to this con right here. No. It'd be one thing if it was actually held at the hotel, but it's not most of the time. There may be a panel room or two, and that's it. But as I said, you're only ghosting if you're trying to get into there.
Yeah, it just to take over from that for a second. If it's one thing I hate, it's that people mistake that, and then we get situations like
What?
OhioCon where they require you to wear wristbands.
Oh God!
In order to access your hotel rooms, and I think that's just insane because it's a hassle, it's a pain in the ass, and it's like, what if I just want to take my friends up to hang out with me for a little bit, I don't want them to wait around, in the lobby. What if I just want them to come up, hang out while I get dressed or whatever, and talk and all that type of stuff.
I'll be right back.
All that gets hindered.
Jesus.
The fuck?
Okay. All that gets hindered when that kind of stuff happens. That's insane to me. Why would that even be a thing?
Yeah. It's shit like that that makes people...
Man, they're trying to control that. They're trying to control... and I think they were trying to control the amount of people that are staying in the rooms, too.
And
that's another thing. That's another issue that gets me, too. It's what does it matter if, you're getting your money? What does that matter?
Yeah.
So
I'm paying for 4 people to stay in this room, and it's 6 people in the room. Sue me.
Right. As long as they're not disturbing anybody or fucking up anything else, then what does it matter?
And the thing too, the whole argument is just it's like doing that. It's like you're not supporting the con. Blah 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 blah. It's first of all, it's you're still supporting the con because first of all, you showed up. You're another body in the room. They want numbers. Just because you're not getting a badge doesn't mean anything. Like and the thing too is like the amount of money. What the fuck is that? The amount of money that actually goes to the con. The amount of money that actually goes to next year's convention, like out of the total profit, is nowhere near what people think it is. Like the money goes to a percentage goes to the hotel for the venue. And damages that usually, ensue after the convention.
Right. Yeah.
And then next year's convention, which we all know, you know, the amount of money that cons bring in. Let's see, like Ace in what year was it? 2011 or something like that. Like Ace usually brings in, like, that year I went, it was like $800K or somewhere in there. Like it does not take $800K to do a convention. You need a minimum. Oh, you can do a convention with a minimum of like 10K. Yeah, most cons now their budget is like 50K. It depends on how big a convention you have and what you're trying to do. But for a decent sized con, it's 30K, 20 to 30K. So the amount of money they make, it isn't going to go to that. And one person doesn't buy a badge. Okay, now look. Here's the thing too: is half the people who buy a badge, if they don't like the con, they're not going to do anything at the con. They're going to sit in the lobby. They're going to talk with their friends. Like, so you buy a piece of paper and you end up standing around because the con itself sucks. People don't stop coming to cons because there's people ghosting. They stop coming to cons because no effort is being put into the convention itself. Everybody thinks they could just throw a con together, throw together some special guest that they think people like. Oh, this person has this many thousand likes. They'd be an excellent guest, but then it turns out that they bought their likes, or people don't even like their ass because they said some shit. Nobody researches any of this before bringing special guests in. Like, I bet they like this. Like, this person could be talking all kind of shit online, hate speech, and you just brought them to a con, and you wonder why people don't want to show up. You're like, I'm not going to support this con anymore.
Yep.
It's just like it's like Anime Milwaukee, bringing Leon Chiro there. Yeah, there's people excited about him, but there's a lot of people who aren't excited about him.
Yeah, it's double ass with that.
Like,
so,
but like the whole ghosting thing, honestly, I think is really it's ridiculous. Like you said, it's one thing if it's only considered ghosting if you're trying to actually get into parts that require you to have a badge. If you're just hanging out in the hotel or in front of the hotel, like most people do, then you are not ghosting. And then a good example of that too is just like they say, oh, if you're ghosting, you're not supporting a con, they're going to be upset, blah, blah, blah. They're just going to turn you away if you get caught. End of story. Like, what was it this year, Asen, with the outdoor rave?
Yep.
Yeah. They had an outdoor rave.
Yeah.
People who didn't have badges, there you go, had something to do. They also had, what was that one con? There was a con we went to where, they had games and shit set up outside for people who couldn't afford a badge, people who couldn't get a badge. It's not like they're like, oh, fuck these guys. They're ghosting. They're trying to get it for free. They're not going to buy a badge. Some people just can't afford a badge. And so the next best thing they can do is just hang out at the hotel with their friends. Now, if you want to say people are entitled because they're trying to ghost a con, how do people feel entitled by ghosting a con?
If you think like, I'm just going to blatantly say it. Just fuck off. Because it just really gets me. Like, I don't understand that like mentality. Like, where do people get off saying that? I understand we're grown people, and it's like, oh yeah, we can't afford a badge, and you can't. It's like sometimes it's like you said, it's not even about that. It's just like. A lot of times it's not even really worth getting a badge if you know that you're just going to go there and you just want to see a few people, say hi and hang out with them for a little bit. Then, why be pressured into a badge? And another thing to go deep about that, I was there to give you the 411 about it. And then we got pressured to get a badge. And then when you're supposedly, it was like, cash only after a certain while, but he made the dude didn't have any cash on him, so he was like, "Oh, well, you can PayPal to get the badge. Just PayPal to do it." It's like, are you kidding me? So now suddenly you can take PayPal, but you're turning away people that wanted to buy a badge.
And see, that's the thing too.
Without cash.
That's the issue too, as well. It's like these guys about, they're like, we don't take card, cash only. It's like a lot of times when people go to cons, it's like they'll bring a certain amount of cash because the ATMs always run out, or they break and shit. And then it's like, okay, so if people don't have cash and they want to support the con, they can't because you're not accepting card.
Yeah, that's what got me. So it's like,
money is money.
To pressure this dude. The point that they wanted to make their point so badly that it was okay to pressure that dude enough to make him use PayPal, but yet you turn away people that wanted to use PayPal.
And see, that's the thing too. There had to be something else going on, because they single out this one dude and force him to get a badge. They single out this one person to get a badge when there's probably like 300 people around them without a badge. And like the thing.
I didn't even think about it. Like, I just got one just because I wanted to just go and just be comfortable. And I figured that a few of my friends were gonna be there going and stuff. So I was like, sure, why not?
And then it's like somebody said, it's like, what if dude wasn't even there for the con? What if he was legit just a guest at the hotel and you just forced him to buy a badge? Now, the whole entitlement thing, nobody feels entitled to be ghosting a con, to be able to ghost a con. No one's entitled to ghosting. Nobody feels that. People are just like, either I'm broke or this con ain't worth it, which if it's not worth it, then just don't bother ghosting it. Just hang out in the lobby then. But if anything, I think that the people who feel entitled at a con are the people running it. Like, they feel entitled to the money. Like, if you're at this place, you need to be giving us that money. That's our money. We earned it. You're here. And then, like, the other thing, too, is, like, the people who are like power hungry at cons and it's like, you got to do what I say because I'm on staff. It's like, bitch, just because you're on staff doesn't mean anything.
Oh, that's a whole other story.
Yeah, like if it's these two people telling me this and nobody else is saying shit to me, no, piss off. Like, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna go that way. That's not how it's gonna go down. Like, this is some bullshit, which is what it is. Like, you could just be you just at the con. You just at the hotel.
Yeah, I don't know. It was really weird, and I don't know if you saw it. It was like a topic was like what happened on Facebook and everything, speaking of that, while we're on the topic of like this negative impacts and all that and all the bullshit, right? So, what about the recent witch hunt that happened recently?
That's all you, man. That's all you. I have no comments on that.
I don't even know what you said.
A lot of people with that assets have no comment about it. Like, I really don't have any comment about it because the person that it involves, whatever, didn't really do much for me. So, I mean, I really don't care about what's going on. I just want to make it clear that if anything, this really shows that the cosplay and convention community is a bunch of sheep.
I take back, I take back my no comment. I actually do have something to say.
They are a bunch of sheep.
Yeah.
That herd towards whatever's happening. And it goes back to the whole
Rick
and Morty fan base and all that other stuff.
It's the mob mentality. It's the mob mentality.
Yeah, exactly. What is your
and
comment?
It's the mob mentality. It's extremely bad for what is already a niche community. Like, you're literally forcing people out when half the time you don't have all the facts, you don't have all the details, you don't know entirely what's going on, what's true or not, because at some point the truth stops becoming the truth and it starts to become a rumor. You know how rumors go. It's like, okay, it's like, I ate a slice of pizza today. All right, you tell 3 people, it comes, he ate a slice of pizza that fell on the floor. He had a slice of pizza that fell on the floor and got stepped on. You know what I mean? And then it gets back around. It's a whole different story. If you've never done that exercise in school or anything, then I don't know what you're doing. But, like, yeah, no, the cosplay community, they have that bad, like, they do that back to back. It's like, oh, so-and-so said this. Like, what? And then they make a giant call-out post. And then by the time they actually figure out what of it is true and what of it isn't, it's too late. Like, and I'm not saying, the thing is too, is I'm not saying, I'm not saying people are lying about it, but I'm saying not everything that you read is true. Because people love to lie. People love to fuck shit up. People just like to watch the world burn.
Yep.
I like to watch the world burn, but I don't fuck with rumors.
Pretty much.
But yeah, no, and that really, it really needs to stop because it fucks with people's lives. It fucks with it in every aspect. But it also can, it can fuck with you too if you're out here, you're putting out this shit, you made this big ass call out post, and then it ends up being not true, and it comes back and falls on you because like you started all of this. It's like now you look like the jackass of the community. Like you're the one who did all this. You might fuck yourself over because you're causing all this drama online, and don't nobody want that coming back to their business.
Right.
But I think what people need to do is they need to respect each other. They need to respect each other more, especially when it comes to, like I said, the con scene, because all we really have is each other, because outside of it, everybody looks at you like some kind of weird ass.
You know what I mean? Nope.
And then, no, Hanu. And then,
what?
Like that, and that's how it is. Like I said, I'm not saying I don't care what's going on. That, hey, whatever, y'all sort that shit out. But what I'm saying is that whole mob mentality shit needs to stop. It needs to.
It really does. I think we're fucking, we're just dragging each other down at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is far too much. But like back to the whole the ghosting thing. Like I think this is the stupidest thing I've read on Facebook. The whole thing is just like, I've talked to my lawyer about this before in the past, and he said that it's illegal. Are any of you lawyers? Did any of you pass the bar? If so, in what state? Tell me. Like, are you a lawyer, motherfucker? I doubt you talked to your lawyer about this. If anything, your lawyer's like, get this weeb shit out my face. People love to lie and say this, that, and they say this, that, and the next.
Like, why would you be wasting his time? I hope his motherfucking ass charged him for that stupid shit.
Right? Like $1,000.
Like, there's no way. If you were to go to court over, that would be such a huge clusterfuck and waste of money. Yeah. Like, that's the type of shit. That's the type of shit that just you don't even get to go to court. That's how shit just gets thrown out.
Because with that, it's he's in a public location.
Yeah,
it's not like they're renting it out from the lobby, but the lobby is still a public location.
Yeah,
like now they're driving people away from people buying rooms. If that's the case, like just randoms coming back, and they'll be like, "Wait a minute, now you're stopping people from getting rooms." Even if they're not coming to the con. Now that's a lawsuit on a bigger scale.
And the other thing too is nowhere does it say that there is no loitering allowed. Because the other thing too is like you have this big ass convention. Where do you expect all these people to go? You only can accept a certain amount into each room. Otherwise, it's going to become a fire hazard and it's going to get shut down.
Yeah.
So the lobby essentially acts as overflow territory.
Right.
Which is also public domain. Like Shadow said, like it's public area.
There's plenty of normal people. I actually saw a guy that was spying in, and he didn't know shit about cons. And he was a pretty buddy, like the anime and everything and stuff like that. And he was on a layover, I guess, from work. And And he walked up to one of the people and he asked, "Hey, what's going on here?" Blah blah blah. And the person that was working was luckily was a good one.
Thankfully,
she explained to him, "Oh, it's an anime con going on. There's like there's viewing rooms here and everything and stuff like that. But you need to purchase a badge in order to go here because it helps supports the convention. It helps it come back for next year and everything." And the guy was like, "Oh, that sounds cool. I think I'm here for a night. I think I'll come back down, buy one, and check it out."
Yeah.
That's cool. That's great. I like it when that happens because at least they told the truth.
Yeah.
At least he wasn't like, "Hold on, sir, you can't be going past this point. These are for special people only." Like you need to lay down your $50, $60 or nah.
And the thing too is like the other point somebody brought up is the fact that these cons they go from charging $50, $60 for like the last 8 years to bumping up to like $70, $80. Like it's not worth it. It's like you're trying to bump up the price because you want to make more money. You still have the same amount of attendees. You want more money in your pockets. Or the other one, which is you have less attendees, so you're going to bump up the price and overcharge for a badge, and it's not worth it. It's like, dude, $50, a minimum of like 1,000 people to even the shittiest con, that's still $50K right there. Yeah. Which you only probably shelled out $10 to $15K to set up the con, so you're still profiting. You still have money for next year. You're still good.
Yep.
Not to mention a lot of the cons go for non-profit, so like they're making money either way.
Yes, sir, they are.
All they have to do is
like Acer is non-profit, dude. It's been non-profit
that's
for
what
a
they
while.
go for because they just put it down their taxes. Everything they do, they get a tax cut for everything. So like they're not really spending anything.
I know. So what gets me is like, so what is that increasing in price? Maybe it's to compensate for the amount of people they're getting in. I guess I don't know. Like
the only thing I can think of is that the rent's going up for the hotel. That's it. That's literally it.
Yeah, which it does happen with people, and that's the thing too. People fucking up hotels is going to drive up the price. So if there's less attendees, that's also on everyone as a whole. That's on the actual community, not just a couple people who don't buy badges. You're fucking up the con for everybody else. Not buying a badge isn't fucking up the con for everybody else.
That's another thing I cannot state grew up. You are a convention goer and you fuck up hotel rooms and you fuck up random parts of the hotel or whatever, and your stupid motherfucking ass has to learn to put some shit like Uchiha Sasuke was here and get Megan killed and all that shit. Like your fucking dumb ass. Like you don't even like link it to like that it could be a normal person did this. No, you still link it to the fucking con goers. Like I cannot stress how much that pisses me off. Keep that shit away from my fucking con. Because if I catch you in the fucking act, I'm beating your motherfucking ass. Okay? Because like it's fucking stupid. It's stupid. Like why would who's that dumb? I can't believe people are that damn dumb. But people have done it. Didn't it happen at Katsucon? I forgot specifically.
2 years
like
ago.
They fucking did something to the bathrooms and all that other shit. And then they marked them up.
Alright, so this is what happened. Like there were 2 crates of gummy bears that were found in the hallways. Like 2 bins. Someone flooded a room and someone pulled one of the fire exit from the ceiling.
Oh my goodness.
Jesus. Wasn't it and then wasn't it Otakon one year where somebody dumped a bunch of soap in the fountain?
Oh, that happens every year. That's not even a thing. That was just tradition.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's not even part of the con. That's part of like the outside area. But yeah, no, that happened every year.
Oh yeah, I know. No, Gerald, you remember? What con was it? The one you were just talking about, writing shit on the walls. That one con is like, this is why why the prices go up or hotels stop hosting. It was that one room where they wrote it in like, they wrote it in chocolate on the wall. They had pizza smeared on the walls and on the floor. Dude, I have to see if I can find it. They ruined this convention room. They ruined the room.
I saw that post.
Yeah,
but they would know who did it because it's their room. So
yeah, I know, but still, it's just an example. It's just like this is why prices go up because they have to deal with shit like this. If I was working at a fucking hotel and I walked into a room like that, I wouldn't want to do that. I want to clean that shit up. Like, you got chocolate smeared on the walls, pizza everywhere, piss on the bed sheets, barbecue sauce. I don't know why you have barbecue sauce in your room. You got barbecue sauce on the floor. Like, I'd be like, no, I'm not doing this room. Like, you better give me an extra $100 to do this.
Exactly. You know, these poor people. Oh God, it just sets a really bad example, and this is why these hotels don't want our asses in there, man. It's like fucking anime kids don't know how to fucking act, man.
They don't even know how to take showers, first of all. So
my God, that's super true.
I would have been scared back in my day and shit like that. Like, I fucked around, okay. I did a lot of goofy shit, okay, but my ass would have been scared to do anything like that because my mama would have found some shit like that, boy.
Dude, especially the bill. Oh my God.
Bruh, she would have been like, you taking your black ass to that hotel and clean that room your damn self and you not leaving until it's clean.
For real. Exactly.
Bruh.
You better stop at Home Depot, pick yourself up a brand new window.
Whatever the fuck you got to do. Because I'm not fucking paying for this shit.
Exactly, for real. Would have been tied up in the trunk of the car and pumped off at the hotel.
And my son ain't gonna be known for that shit. You know?
I don't get the people who think, oh, it's so cool, oh, it's so funny. It's like, dude, you fucking up the hotel. Come on now. Like, you're not two.
Yeah, like, have some respect. Like, shit.
Like, it's one thing you're trying to clown at the hotel. It's like, all right, cool. If you're running around, cool. If you drop something, pick it up. Don't go actually like damaging something. Like, it's one thing to throw if you hit somebody with a water balloon in a hallway. All right, water dries, it's just water. But it's another if you hit somebody with a fucking water balloon full of paint, lead paint, like it's Home Alone or something, and that shit get on the wall. Motherfuckers get sick. The rug is damaged, so I have to tear it up and put in a new piece. Like, that's a completely different story, but nah. There's a right and wrong way to have fun at cons.
Yep.
You need to learn the difference, or you can just get stomped out.
Definitely.
Like you said, I'd be damned if I'm going to end up paying $150 for a portion of a room because somebody done jacked up the hotel prices so much that you gotta use everything. Everything! Pay for it. Like,
now, off subject, so Shadow, we pull the trigger on RPG Maker?
No. I mean, you can if you want to, like I said, because, like, Unity is, like,
so
it does the same thing.
The most I remember spending my money on was those dollar pins.
It's just look it up. It's better.
Wait, what'd you say, Hanu?
The most when I go to a convention, I basically spend my money on those dollar pins. That's where like $1,000 goes to.
Some people make stuff from Unity.
RPG Maker is dope, but like I want to make like a multiplayer game. RPG Maker is mostly single player aspect.
Bruh, most of those pins you can make yourself. They're just printed out images and put underneath the button. And the buttons you can buy like 100 for like $2.
They're like, that'll be $1, please. I'm like, cool, I got you.
Open up your wallet, show them we got 20 singles. Show them your wallet. They be like, I want 20 buttons.
Look, if you want to get RPG Maker, I would say do it, just because it's so much better. It's really good. At least to start out with, it's so easy, and you can modify the fuck out of it if you wanted to. And there's like lots of forums that are like, hey, you can do this and that and this.
This ends our Christmas broadcast of niggas with mics.
Merry Christmas, bitches. Go
and
drink some eggnog.
Deer.
Yeah, single jangle for the fuck, all that.
What is the there's something else. Oh, that's one more thing that we have we talked about con security? These people who feel empowered because they're con security going like trying to do shit that they have no business doing.
No, we haven't.
Like,
no. Yeah, definitely.
All right, yeah, look, we understand. We got friends who are con security. We understand y'all doing y'all job and stuff, but there's some shit y'all just cannot do because it will come back to bite the con in its ass. Like, you can't be out here trying to suplex people because they ain't doing what you said. Yeah. And you end up getting sue the fucking con or some shit, and then the con ain't there next year, and that's on your ass.
True enough.
Like, yeah, somebody don't do some shit. All right, yeah, you have the right to remove
somebody,
them.
and they suplex you back. You on your own.
Yeah, like you ain't an officer, you ain't a cop, so don't expect to get hit and then be like, you going to jail, son. No, you gonna get hit. Either better fucking square the fuck up or cry or walk away or do something because that. I mean, you're at a walking.
Rent-a-cop?
I mean, they're the rent-a-cops of conventions, technically, yes. But like, yeah, no, like the ones who do your job, do it the right way, cool. But the ones who just like abuse what very tiny, infinitesimal piece of power that they have, y'all need to calm the fuck down. Because it's going to be a Friday after next situation where you're getting chased down an alleyway by like 10 niggas talking about call the police because you done did some stupid shit.
True enough that is, brother. True enough that is.
Like, it's a convention. You're there to guard some nerds, make sure no one's running around screaming "Believe it" and spray painting walls.
I mean,
there you go.
I mean, you have to keep handling that situation cool to handle it. Cause motherfuckers do get like superhuman, superpower, thinking they're untouchable now. I'll give them that.
That's what I mean. Like people, yeah, that. It does go both ways. People think they can do whatever they want. It's like, oh, you just con security. Yeah, it's like, yeah, but there's still security there. They're still to make sure everything's fine, that you're not fucking with anything. And if you're fucking with something, you can't get mad at them for calling you out of your shit and removing you from the property.
Right.
Because that's within their power. That's their job.
So offended. Oh, I can't believe they want to take. They can take my badge and kick me out of this guy. Like they literally, that's their job.
Yeah.
Like that's literally. How are you gonna get fucking offended by that? Like, oh, I can't believe they're actually calling me out. On trying to spread my cum on these girls. I can't believe that.
But it's like the other thing too. It's just like, oh, say somebody's having a party. They come in and it's like, you need to turn that music down. But I was like, look, technically speaking, if there was any kind of noise issue, the hotel will contact us because it's in the hotel. Like you have your area to patrol. If I'm 3 hotels down the street and you down there trying to fucking police my hotel, I'm closing the door on your face. I'm sorry, but I'm closing the door on you. Like, no, this ain't part of the con.
Gucci gang.
Oh my god, shut up, Hunter. I'm closing the door on you.
We're sorry for that lack of intelligence just down there, folks. Just bear with us.
Yeah, seriously.
Gucci gang.
Yeah, that's a good scene. I hate that. Then they want to get really trick off. Well, I'm gonna just notify the hotel room, the hotels to look out for that room now, and make them wait for a complaint. God,
I also gotta add something else. Just it's out of wear a fucking condom if you have sex at a concert.
Right. Oh God, yes.
Yeah. Recently we heard motherfuckers. Recently we heard motherfuckers is out here raw dogging
like crazy
at conventions. They are
that's how Aiden was conceived.
And they motherfucking raw.
No, that's a completely different story.
Are motherfucking nasty. You know who you are out there. And if you listen to this
little nasty
podcast, you fucking
probably
nasty.
got like 500 things just saying. It's all you, buddy.
And now I'm definitely gonna be out here asking
We
motherfuckers.
we don't care. We don't care if that's your favorite cosplayer and you want to fuck him. You better believe he probably fucked like 30 people before you with no condom on. So if you want 30 people worth of STDs, go for it, baby. Because that's the gift that's gonna keep on giving, motherfucker. You better have him wrap that shit up.
That shit up. No matter who the fuck it is. I don't give a fuck how they look, how good they is, all that. Oh my god, but they're so high. Get that shit out of here.
and that goes.
Your motherfucking coochie burn, and when you wake up and your motherfucking dick is burning and feel like falling off, then your ass is gonna wish.
Your mouth tingling. Yeah, you better use a condom and use a dental dam. There you go. Be safe. And wash your ass while you're at it too. Cause these people don't wash their ass because they out here eating ass and eating pussy and fucking dick and shit. What is wrong with y'all?
Pussy and all this and these
y'all got the sweat of 13 Saiyans and all the fucking Naruto clans.
That's the thing that gets me. These motherfuckers doing this shit. And they know motherfuckers ain't washing up and shit.
Yeah, right? Like, see, y'all know people don't take showers at console. Why y'all?
Not only that, people don't stay hydrated at cons either. So you drinking and eating 150% concentrated sweat.
Yes, you are.
Like,
yes, you are.
You are ingesting the most potent type of sweat you can ever consume, which is con sweat.
You guys.
Yes.
I'm fucking nasty.
Shut up!
Jesus.
Like, you walk into a con and the BO hits you like a brick wall, and you telling me that you want to go and fuck that thick wall of BO. You want to put your face right up in there and just... if you say Gucci Gang one more time, I'm gonna beat your ass.
Real.
Christ.
Alright, that's all I got to say on this matter. Y'all need to be safe. Stop being stupid.
Exactly. Stop being dumb. Wrap that shit up. This is for all of us, okay? We all want to enjoy ourselves. We all want to fuck, okay? I understand that, okay? But be fucking safe. We're fucking adults, alright? Like, come on now. Let's start acting like it, seriously. And if you are kids, then your dumb ass... Take your fucking dumb ass
at home.
Right. Should be at home to begin with in the first place. But if not, fucking go out there and learn what you're supposed to be doing, which is putting condom on your fucking shit.
Yeah.
Making them put a condom on their shit.
Yeah.
And also, last but not least...
Shut up! Do not say it.
You about to get server muted. Forever.
I'm gonna ban you for an hour.